Hello, this is Nigel.
And this is Colin. We're doing another Encore Years podcast.
This is about retirement and learning to love it.
And we're so lucky today we've got David with us, who's done extraordinary things in the last few years. So can't wait to hear about them.
Okay, David, what did you do before retiring?
When I was 18, I joined the Royal Air Force for 9 years and obtained a very good grounding in telecommunications. I spent 2.5 years in Germany and another 2.5 years in Cyprus. The rest of my time was spent at various RAF stations throughout the UK. As a keen sportsman, I took part in various sporting activities such as hockey, athletics, badminton, tennis, softball, and boxing, and represented the RAF at an event in the Netherlands in athletics, and later played for an RAF hockey team in Malta. Now, I left the Royal Air Force in 1968 with many happy memories and joined the Civil Service in 1968, where I remained for the next 27 years. With the Home Office, I was involved in the Police National Computer Project, and then with the Central Computer Telecommunications Agency, the role was to assist and evaluate Ministry of Defence projects looking for new computers or IT systems. During this period, I studied part-time for an Open University degree in technology, and then for an MSc in computer science with the City University. My last appointment in the civil service was with the Metropolitan Police to head their telecommunications branch. Here I had the opportunity to represent the service at telecommunication events in the USA, as well as in the UK. Then in 1994, I was offered early retirement. So that was my main job, and I retired at the age of 54.
Okay, that's fascinating. Thanks very much. Very useful. So what was the retirement the first 6 months like?
Well, those of us who took early retirement were offered a perk, which was to go to a support organization in central London who would help us to develop further skills if we so wanted to take part in any further employment. I went into counseling and I went on a course and obtained a diploma in counseling. Apart from this, I took up bowls and bridge. But I wanted another challenge, and the opportunity came when British Standards Institute relocated at Chiswick and were looking for new staff. I was offered the post as project manager to help and develop international standards in collaboration with members from other European standards bodies. This required meetings across Europe, Scandinavian countries, Iceland, and China. My most memorable achievement while I was at BSI was to organize and captain the BSI cricket team. And we played various local teams, including Fuller's. And every one of these events was very memorable and happy. So after 11 years with British Standards, I took retirement again in 2006.
And so by then, that's a sort of 65 years old.
Yes.
So that's so interesting, David. So you retired at such an early age, early 50s, but then you did another 11 years' work.
That's correct.
Terrific.
However, the icing on the cake was about to unfold. Just before I retired, my partner Margaret invited me to go to the staterooms with her, and I was so impressed with what I saw. And I spoke to some of the wardens outside who are my age, and they recommended I apply for a job in the royal household. I thought to myself, well, at 65, would I be considered? They offered me a job part-time to be a warden and a guide in the Royal Mews, in Clarence House, and in Buckingham Palace Gardens. And this was amazing for me. I got to meet so many people. I even joined the Royal Household Bowls Club. And the best job came about 10 years before I left, when I became a state porter. And this job involved welcoming guests to Buckingham Palace Gardens, to investitures, diplomatic dinners, and then I sang with the Royal Household Choir. Every Christmas we sang while the Queen came along. So finally in 2022, just when COVID was about to start, I took final retirement.
So this is the third retirement.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Very good indeed. And how has your final retirement been over the last 4 years?
It's been good. Unfortunately, my partner Margaret, my lovely Margaret, has had problems with dementia and has been in a care home for the last 4 years. So I was hoping we could have spent time together doing things. We did go on a few hot cruises and bowls holidays, and we had some nice holidays. And I was looking forward to doing more of this. But unfortunately, as life would have it, that wasn't going to be the case. So she's now in a care home at Lind House, and I visit her every day. I'm still actively involved in bowls. I'm a director of the Richmond Indoor Bowls Club, and I play a lot of bridge. On top of that, I sing in a Richard Reynolds school choir for adults, and as a result of that, I got to become an invigilator, which I do from time to time when they have exams.
So is that your fourth work? You've gone back to work again, haven't
Yes,
you?
I suppose it is.
You just can't stop you working, David.
I like to be involved. Yes.
And are you still doing that?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Advice. What would you give to a future to your best friend who's about to retire? What advice would you give them?
Well, I think I would say to them is to be active both in body and mind. It's so important.
Like that.
Rather than
Yes.
just staying at home and watching the television, do
Yeah.
things, get involved, volunteer, join
Mhm.
walking organizations. The more you socialize, the better.
I think that is such good advice, and the volunteering side, and obviously,
Yes.
that is such a good way to meet people, because we've had other people saying that when you retire, you meet many less people. You don't meet work people.
That's right.
And David, what's going to happen in the future? What's your next stage of
Well,
life? What's it for you?
this is something I've always thought about. I'm going to spend more time with the children, and I have grandchildren as well. And for the last 3 years, I've rented a big house at different locations in England and invited everybody to come along. And it was a great opportunity for all of us to get together. And this year, I've started again, and we're going to rent a house in Spain, and everybody's going to come along there.
So how many heads?
It's about 14.
14.
Wow.
Very good. That's so good.
What I'd like to continue doing is to get involved in volunteering for good organizations like the Repair Cafe, and to continue playing bowls and bridge.
Well, that is amazing.
There's so much good advice, and good, really sensible advice that would be so useful. People can follow this, David. This is
Thank
really,
you.
really key.
Yes. Well done. That's an extraordinary interview. And thanks for preparing and all that information and a lot of things I hadn't heard before about you.
I didn't know half that, David. I thought I knew you.
No. But I have learnt a little bit sitting next to you at cricket.
Yes, I've enjoyed reading your books. I'm waiting for the next one.
It's not far away. Thank you. So, Colin, do you have any other questions?
I mean, David, just a sort of huge thank you for all this, wonderful history of your life and going back to work 4 times. I mean, just flat wonderful, and lots of tips. And so, really, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and Nigel, for organizing this.
It's a pleasure. We really enjoy doing it, and goodness me, we've had a really good day today, David. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, brother, are we done?
Well, we're all done, so it's encore and out.
Encore and out. Okay.
Well, Nige, don't we talk to the most interesting people? So, now David's career, his CV must be about 10 pages long, but so he starts in the RAF and he does 9 or 10 years in there. 9 years. Then he becomes a civil servant for 20-something years, a big chunk there. And then, retired, time to stop work, but no. BSI, 11 years there, and he's running the cricket team. And he must be, can't quite calculate, but kind of almost 60, and he's running this cricket team. I think he's captaining and all the rest of it. And then, so he stops work again, And then he starts again and he's at Buckingham Palace, you know, with all these dignitaries. And what a most interesting working life.
I think you're right, and I like his advice, which he practices what he preaches. His advice is to keep an active body and mind, volunteer, and get involved with walking groups. And we know that he plays bowls, he plays bridge, he sings in a choir, he invigilates in exams. So he's really practicing what he preaches. And the other thing I took from there is one that I think is fantastic. When you're working, like we all do, there isn't enough time for family. So now he has time, and he's arranges holidays for 14 members of his families, his children and his grandchildren, every year, rents a house. And I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Great interview. You know, really pleased we've done it.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best we've done. But anyway, another good interview, very interesting. And now, brother, are we done?
Yep, we're done, so it's encore and out.
Oh, call it out.